What's a story, amigos? This is Kino with some cool stories for today's story time.
First, it's a book all about pigs.
I don't mind if they're black or white or ginger or spotted pigs. I just love pigs.
And it's a day full of adventure and surprise for a little spider.
The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
Then Paul Winfield reads about a woman and her cat who discover a mysterious bottle with a strange warning.
It was closed tight, and these words were scratched on it. Do not open.
Major funding for Storytime is made possible by a grant from Helen and Peter Bain, so that families everywhere can share the joy of reading with their children. Additional funding is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. By the annual financial support from viewers like you. And by the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television.
I'm hungry. Boy, I'm hungry. Lucy, do you have something good to eat?
Well, I brought,
I like pizza.
Don't have it.
I like nachos.
Don't have that either.
I like oatmeal cookies.
Sorry.
Well, what do you have then?
Hi. What's going on?
Oh, Kino's hungry.
I'm really, really, really hungry. I'm so hungry, I could eat a whole train full of, camels. Yeah.
Oh, well, I have some fruit salad.
I don't know.
No?
What do you have, Lucy?
Oh, I brought some gazpacho for my lunch.
You brought some what?
Gazpacho, haven't you ever tried it?
I have.
What is it?
Oh, it's good. Very popular in Spain. It's kind of, cold vegetable soup.
Cold soup? Oh, yuck. I can just see myself. May I have some more of that cold soup, please?
Be brave. Give it a chance and try it.
Well, I think I'd like to try it.
It looks like chunky tomato juice. Maybe I'll take a chance and eat a couple of rocks instead.
Kino, it is really good. Wow.
Oh, thank you, Mara. I made it myself.
Wanna? No. Well, while Kino decides whether or not he's going to try gazpacho, what do you say we listen to a story?
Yes. Story, story, story.
All right, then here's a story from the farm.
Oh, look, it's Sonny and Molly.
Hi, Molly. Do you want to read this story?
Hi.
Okay. This is called All Pigs Are Beautiful. And it was written by Dick King Smith. And it was illustrated by Anita Jerome. I love pigs. I don't care if they're little pigs or big pigs, with long snouts or short snouts, with ears that stick up or ears that flop down. I don't mind if they're black or white or ginger or spotted pigs. I just love pigs. If you really twisted my arm and said, you have to have a favorite kind of pig, what is it? Then I might have to say, a black and white, spotted, medium-snouted, flop-eared pig that comes from Gloucestershire. Though of all the pigs I have ever owned, my one particular favorite was a boar called Monty, who was a large white. Monty never looked very white because he lived out in the woods where there was a pond in which he liked to wallow. But he looked very large, and he was. I bought him as a youngster, but when he was full grown, he weighed 600 pounds. Monty was so gentle. When I went out to feed him and his 10 wives, he would come galloping through the trees at my call. a really monstrous and frightening sight to anyone who didn't know what a pushover he was. What he really loved once he'd finished his slop was to be scratched on the top of his head, between his big ears. And it always affected him in the same way. His eyes, with their long, pale lashes, would close in ecstasy, and slowly his hindquarters would sink down until he was sitting on his bottom like a huge dog. "Oh, this is lovely," you could almost hear him thinking. "What more can life offer?" Most pigs aren't so fussy. Just having their backs scratched is enough for them. They squirm with pleasure, and of course you have to talk to them. Pigs, like people, enjoy a good talk, so don't just stand there saying nothing. Piggy, piggy, wiggy will do if you don't happen to know the pig's name. If I'm talking to a big fat sow and don't know what she's called, I usually call her Mother or Mommy. They like that. Sows spend their lives having babies, lots of them, and they take as good care of them as your mom does of you. Well, almost. Trouble is, newborn piglets are so small that sometimes the sow lies down and squashes one. Your mom would never do that to you, I hope. Of course, while you're busy talking to pigs, telling them how wonderful they or their babies are, the pigs are talking back. Those who don't know much about them just hear grunts and squeaks. But there are all kinds of things a pig might be saying to you, if you understood the language. Such as, "How kind of you to admire my children." Or, "Scratch a little harder, please. Up a little to the left, down a little. Yes, that's it." Or, "Well, no, actually, you're not the first person to call me beautiful." Or, "This food is really excellent. Yum, yum, thanks a lot." But of course, pigs, like people, aren't always sunny and good-tempered. And you might hear, "Hurry up, you stupid two-legged creature. I'm starving and you're late." Or, "Don't you dare pick up one of my babies, or I'll bite you." And do be careful. Pigs have a horrible bite, so don't take any chances. Pigs can be stubborn, like people, which makes them difficult to hurt. A pig's insides are pretty much the same as ours, too. Heart and lungs and liver and kidneys and stomach. They're all in the same place as ours are. And pigs, like people, can eat meat or vegetables or both. Like people, or at least like people who've been potty trained, pigs have very clean habits and will never soil their own nests. Have you noticed how often I've said that pigs are like people? That's one of the reasons I like them so much. There is one big difference, though. People can be good-looking or just ordinary-looking or plain ugly. But all pigs are beautiful.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi. We were listening to a story about pigs. It was a good story, but I'm still hungry. Hey, let's see that fruit salad.
All right, you're going to try it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Hey, that's not bad. It tastes sweet and juicy. See, you guys want to try some, huh?
Want to try some?
I do.
Yeah.
Great. Here's a little piece of apple for you, Tracy. I love fruit salad. I hope you love it, too.
It's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you all enjoyed my fruit salad. I'll tell you what. Why don't we sing a book now?
What? Now?
Yeah, the Itsy Bitsy Spider, yeah.
Oh, yes, I know that tune. But I didn't know it was a book, too. Oh, The Itsy Bitsy Spider, as told and illustrated by Isa Trapani.
I don't know, Mar. Do you think we're ready for the big time?
Well, it's story time. Look, don't worry. We'll improvise and we'll work it out as we go, okay?
Well, okay. Hit it, maestro.
The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
Hey, are you gonna sing with me? Maybe? Okay.
Itsy bitsy spider climbed up the kitchen wall. Swoosh went the fan and made the spider fall. Whoop! Off went the fan, no longer did it blow. So the itsy bitsy spider back up the wall did go.
Hey, Kino. That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, you take it this time,
Okay.
okay?
The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the yellow pail.
Yeah.
And in came a mouse and flicked her with his tail. Down fell the spider, the mouse ran out the door. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the pail once more.
We're having fun.
The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the rocking chair. Up jumped a cat and knocked her in the air. Down flopped the cat, and when he was asleep, the itsy bitsy spider back up the chair did creep.
Oh, great. You can follow along in the book.
The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the maple tree. She slipped on some dew and landed next to me. To you? Out came the sun, and when the tree was dry, the itsy bitsy spider gave it one more try.
Yeah.
High
Spider
fives.
never gives up.
The itsy bitsy spider climbed up without a stop. She spun a silky web right at the very top. She wove and she spun, and when her web was done, the itsy bitsy spider rested in the sun.
Bravo, bravo. That was quite a performance.
Hi, Paul.
Hi.
Did you hear us sing?
Well, I caught the last part of it. Yeah, but I've never heard that song sung like that before. Sort of calypso, wasn't it?
Yeah, would you like to hear it again?
Well, okay. But I did bring this book that I thought you all might enjoy. It's called Do Not Open. And, well, it's a very scary book.
Oh, well, forget the song. Hey, let's do the scary book, okay?
Well, I don't know, Kino. I really know this book, and there is an ugly, ugly monster in it.
Oh, really? Is that true, Paul?
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, let's read the song anyway. I mean, sing the book. I mean, book the sing. Read the book. Read the book. Ah.
You know, I want to know how come you're so brave when it comes to scary books, but you won't take a chance with gazpacho.
Gazpacho? You have some gazpacho? Oh, I love gazpacho.
You do?
Yeah.
You've tried this stuff? It's cold soup, you know.
Well, yes, I've tried it, and I like it. And I like trying new things, too, like listening to new stories. That's the only way you can find out for yourself what's really good out there.
How very true. So why don't we try this story? And if you'll excuse me, I'll be right back with gazpacho for everyone.
Ooh.
Oh, let's move over to Paul. I want to hear this story.
Let's see. Do Not Open by Brenton Turkle. Miss Moody lived at Land's End with Captain Kidd. Now, Captain Kidd wasn't the famous pirate. No, he was a cat. One morning after a storm, Miss Moody found him washed up on the beach. He was nearly drowned. She nursed him until he was well, and he repaid her kindnesses by keeping her cottage free of mice. Captain Kidd hated storms, but Miss Moody loved them. Just about everything in her cottage was found on the beach after a storm. I mean, even the handsome banjo clock over her fireplace. The only thing wrong with it was it wouldn't go. The hands always pointed to 20 minutes to 4 o'clock. Late one September afternoon, the sky darkened. Wind blustered up from the southeast. Miss Moody knew what was coming. She shut the windows and lit a cheery fire in the fireplace. Then she made a delicious chowder for supper. It was enough for Captain Kidd, but he wouldn't come out from under her bed to eat it. Lightning flashed. Thunder rolled. Rain dashed against the windows. All evening, the wind howled furiously and tried to blow that little cottage to Halifax. Was Miss Moody worried? Not a bit. Her sturdy house was built by a sea captain. It could ride out any storm. She washed the supper dishes and went to bed with a good ghost story. Now and then she smiled as she wondered what surprises might be waiting for her on the beach in the morning. Captain Kidd crept out of his hiding place and snuggled under her quilt. Miss Moody tickled him under his chin. Turned out the light. "You silly old cat," she said. "What on earth is there to be afraid of?" After a quick breakfast the next morning, Miss Moody got out the old wheelbarrow. She and Captain Kidd were ready for the treasure hunt. The first thing she found was a pretty tin box full of wet cookies. But it's just what she needed for her postcard collection. She dumped out the cookies and stowed the box in her wheelbarrow. Then she saw something red in the sand. It was a rug. She shook it out. One corner was missing, but it would look just lovely in her bedroom. The torn end could be tucked under the chest of drawers, so she stowed the rug into her wheelbarrow. She next came upon a pile of driftwood. Oh, what gorgeous colors it would make burning in her fireplace. Well, there was too much for one load, so she stowed as much as she could in her wheelbarrow and headed home. She would come back for the rest later. Captain Kidd saw it first, and he didn't like it at all. Nearly hidden in the sand was a small, dark bottle. Colored bottles of all kinds hung in Miss Moody's west window, and when the sun shone through them, it was like being in church. But there were no deep purple bottles like this one. It was closed tight, and these words were scratched on it. "Do not open." A voice said, "What do you want more than anything in the world?" Well, more than anything in the world, Miss Moody wanted her banjo clock to run properly, to tick and bong like banjo clocks are supposed to do. But she was certainly not going to tell this to a stranger. "That's just none of your beeswax," she snapped, and turned around to see who had sneaked up behind her. No one was anywhere in sight. She couldn't even see Captain Kidd for a moment. Then she noticed his tail twitching from under the wheelbarrow. "I'll give you whatever you want if you'll just let me out. Pretty please." The voice was coming from the bottle. Miss Moody almost dropped it. "Who are you?" she gasped. "I'm a poor little child. I was put in here by a wicked magician. I want to go home to my mama. Pull out the stopper. Please, free me. Well, should she open the bottle? Well, Miss Moody couldn't stand hearing a small child cry, so she tugged at the stopper, and suddenly it just popped out. Smoke trickled out of the bottle. She threw it on the sand. The smoke came out in billows, twisting into big black clouds. The bottle burst. From inside the cloud came horrid laughter. It was not the laughter of a child. Free! Roared a voice like thunder. The smoke cleared away, and Miss Moody was staring at the biggest, ugliest creature, that she had ever seen. Thank you, madam, it said. Oh, too bad you didn't make a wish. You could have had anything you wanted. Gold, jewels, a palace. I could have made you a queen or a president. But now I must get to work. Work? Said the astonished Miss Moody. Oh, lots of work. When anyone wants to steal, or cheat, or lie, or hurt someone else, or start a nice little war, I help them do it. The creature laughed. And just for fun, I get into people's dreams. Children wake up screaming. Well, that's just what you are, said Miss Moody, a bad, bad dream. Why aren't you afraid of me? Because I'm not afraid of anything I don't believe in. And I don't believe in you for a minute. The creature grew bigger and uglier. Now, are you afraid of me? It said. No, said Miss Moody. The creature grew even bigger and even uglier. Are you still not afraid of me? It snarled. Well, getting bigger and uglier doesn't scare me, said Miss Moody. I'm only afraid of mice. And you can't grow small like a little mouse. The creature vanished. At Miss Moody's feet was a tiny gray mouse. Captain Kidd pounced so quickly, it didn't even have time to squeak. He killed and swallowed the mouse. Oh, Captain, cried Miss Moody, are you all right? Captain Kidd burped. Excuse me. Well, Miss Moody, Captain Kidd, and the wheelbarrow all went home, wobbling a little bit. But before they got to the cottage, Miss Moody heard it. Bong, 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 bong. She rushed inside. The handsome banjo clock over the fireplace was ticking away busily, and the hands pointed to 1 minute past 8 o'clock. The end.
Oh, boy.
Now, was that a scary story or what? Huh, was it? Were you scared? You weren't scared? Were you scared? No. Well, brave group of kids here. Why do you think that Miss Moody opened that bottle?
Because she thought it was a really boy.
Oh, a little baby
The
in
boy
there.
from the bottle was a real little boy.
It was trapped in the bottle and couldn't get out unless she let it out.
Well, I think that Miss Moody was really smart. She tricked the monster.
That's right, because she knew that if that monster turned into a little mouse, that Captain Kidd the cat would pounce on it and just eat him up.
That's right. You know, I once found a beautiful doll on the beach. Have you ever found anything on the beach?
Well, I found this little boat on the beach.
Did you?
Did you put it back in the water and sail it? No, just took it home.
Well, hey, Mara, is there any more of that fruit salad?
Oh, Kino, it's all gone. Are you all ready to try some gazpacho?
Yes, I certainly am. All right.
Well, me too, I guess.
What about you?
How about you? Would you like to try some?
Do you want to try some?
Yeah.
Good.
Do you think I could go first, please?
Well, I guess so.
Here, let me do that.
Okay.
All right. Open it up. Here we go. Well, what do you think?
Well, pizza is better.
Yeah, but, yeah, and,
Nachos are better.
yes, but what about the gazpacho?
Well, let me just have one more taste before I answer that, okay? May I have the spoon, please?
For sure.
Thanks a lot.
Well, while Kino samples the gazpacho, why don't we do our story picks, Mara?
Oh, great. I would like to recommend another musical book. It's called Charlie Parker Played Bebop.
And my story pick for today also has a pig in it. It's called Pig, Pig Grows Up. So, Kino, how did you enjoy the gazpacho?
Oh, it was all right.
Oh, good. Now, can I have some now?
Well,
Well, from the looks of this, I guess you did like it, huh? Sort of like pizza?
yeah, I guess so. I'm sorry I ate it all up, Paul. I just really wanted to make sure I did a real good tasting job.
That's quite all right, Kino.
It's okay, Kino. I'll get some more for everybody.
Oh, great. Well, Paul, thank you so much for coming to read to us.
Oh, and thank you at home for joining us. Come back for the next story time. Until then,
Keep a story in your heart.
Hasta luego, pals. Bye-bye.
today's Storytime books are All Pigs Are Beautiful by Dick King Smith, illustrated by Anita Jaran. Do Not Open by Brinton Turkle. The Itsy Bitsy Spider, as told and illustrated by Isa Trapani. Charlie Parker Played Bebop by Chris Rashka. And Big Pig Grows Up by David McPhail. You can find these and other books at your local library.
Major funding for Storytime is made possible by a grant from Helen and Peter Bain, so that families everywhere can share the joy of reading with their children. Additional funding is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, by the annual financial support from viewers like you, and by the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television. Storytime is a production of KCET Los Angeles.